day everyone. Today we have the 2024 Mitsubishi Triton. This is the GLS variant with the 4x2 automatic transmission. So we will have a review of this one. We will tackle the interior, exterior, and the engine details of the Triton. And before I start my review video, I want to give a big thanks to Mitsubishi Angeles, Pampanga for allowing me to review the all-new Triton. For more details, see the description box below. Now with the key fob around the vehicle, you could lock and unlock the doors just by pressing this block push button right here. And that gives you the signal it's now locked. And to unlock, just press it again. On the inside, you have your leather materials on the door sidings, your black panels, and your silver accents on the door handles. And on the grab handle right here, you have your carbon fiber finish. On the GLS variant, you have your cloth seat materials. It has some accents in here through the middle, and your white stitchings on the borders of the seats. You have your height adjustment right here, your recliner, and your seat position control on the middle. You could see the big difference on the interior of the all-new Triton compared to the Strada. This one has the more rugged feel and more macho feel, as you can see. And but we will tackle on to that one later. So but the first thing we want to do is, of course, if you have your key fob inside, you could start the accessories by pushing the start button, so you could access the head unit and all of the accessories. And to start the engine, just put your foot on the brake and push the button to start. Now, before we go and check the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. It has automatic headlights as well, and you have fog lights, and of course, the hazards. Now, all windows are of course electrically powered, and only the driver's side window is automatic up and down. The all-new 6th generation Mitsubishi Triton is here, and you may be wondering why I called it the 6th generation, where in fact it's probably the first time you heard the Triton model. Just a quick trivia, the Triton is the Strada we used to know in other countries, and with this model, Mitsubishi Philippines decided to go with the international name of the Strada, which is the Triton. The Triton is the direct competitor of Isuzu's D-Max and Toyota's Hilux. It launched its first model in 1978, known as the Mitsubishi L200, and after over 4 strong decades, they released the 6th generation Triton. The Triton, just from the initial look of the exterior, feels a lot more tough and massive compared to the previous generation, and that not only reflects aesthetically, but the actual space inside is much more roomier than before. It's not as comfortable as a full-size pickup truck, but it's making progress. The front fascia really shows how the Triton really changed its profile from a sleek modern front fascia from the previous generation to a solid, aggressive look in the current generation. The side profile doesn't seem to differentiate it from the previous generation aside from one thing. The fuel door is mysteriously large, and I can't bear not to notice it. This specific variant is equipped with 18-inch wheels to perfectly match the bigger wheel wells of the Triton. They've also included LED taillights on the back to make it look more modern. Overall, the exterior looks phenomenal, and it will be an eye candy for me personally for the next couple of years. Let's go and pop the hood and check the engine. The all-new Triton GLS comes with a new 4M16 turbo diesel engine which produces 183 horsepower at 3,500 RPM and 430 Nm of torque at 2,250 RPM. It is mated with a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual mode. Fuel consumption rating on a mixed driving condition is around 11.6 kilometers per liter with a fuel tank capacity of 75 liters. Now on the inside, you're greeted with the 3-spoke steering wheel. It has perforated leather right here and your side extensions for better grip. Overall, the steering wheel feels so solid and it has a good touch on it. It also has that rugged slash sporty feel on the steering wheel, which is very nice. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, you have your volume controls right here, and this is your rocker for the gauge, which we will tackle on later. This one is your previous and next button and your menu button probably. And on the right hand side, you have your cruise control, your phone connectivity or your phone accept and decline calls, and your voice command on the right side. Now on the gauge, with this button right here, we could check out what's in store for us. So the first one on the gauge, on the left hand side, you have your analog RPM gauge, and on the right hand side, you have your speedometer with your fuel tank capacity or the fuel tank gauge on the lower right side, and your water temperature right here. In the middle, you have your indicator lights on top and your time right here on the digital display, your exterior temperature, your odometer, and this is your range on the lower right. So with display screen, first you have your settings. So in the settings, you have ASC setting. So this is your stability control, your driver assistance. So this is the blind spot monitoring system, which is right here. So this one turns orange if there is a car beside your vehicle that you cannot see on the side mirror. So that would light up as orange, giving you the signal that you have someone beside you that you cannot see. It goes on the other side as well. You have emergency brake, parking sensors, rear cross traffic alert. So this one is when you're going on reverse and you don't see someone incoming on the highway, it will alert you to give you a signal to brake or stop. Timer alert, low temperature alert, and all of this neat settings. And this one, you have eco settings for fuel efficiency, your clock, vehicle settings. So you have welcome light, auto room lamp, locking, the wipers, and the wipers also have speed sensing and auto wiper as well, which is good. And it also has intelligent washer. Neat features. Mirror fold, maintenance, display settings. So it has the welcome effect, which we saw earlier. And I think that's all on the settings. Now if we go on the other part, so this one, you have your radars right in here, so in front and the blind spot, and the volume right here signifies that you are enabling these notifications for you. And your radio info, this is your guidance lines and your compass right here, and your fuel consumption and your average speed. And this is the home screen. So this is where we usually put the screen on when driving. So you have the digital speed right there, you have some info on your music, and your compass right there as well. So that's about it on the new gauge of the Triton. And right here on the center console, you have your gear shifter. Put it in reverse. You have your rear backup camera and your 360 camera right here. So it's getting a bit norm. It's a bit norm already for most vehicles on today's modern standards that they have the 360 camera, which is nice. And on drive mode, you have your manual mode in here. You could manually shift up and down. This one doesn't have paddle shifters, just to inform you. And right here in the middle, you have your wireless charger. You could put your phone here that supports wireless charging, and you could charge your phone on the go. But if you don't have any wireless charging capabilities, or you just don't prefer wireless, you have your inputs right here. You have your Type C and your Type A USB. This is the push start button, which is for me a bit small for this wide, big dashboard that, is very fierce and very, straightforward. And you have your cute little push start right here. Anyway, you have your power outlet right here and your air conditioning controls, which looks very nice in my honest opinion. So, of course, fan speed, recircular vents, auto mode. It is dual zone climate control as well. And of course, the sync button, maximum cool, front defogger, and rear defogger. It's quite basic, honestly. This is very easy to use, and the buttons here feel very very solid and premium, which is very nice. The build quality on this one is hands down pretty good, and even the small details, the touch right here, that gives you that good feel on pressing these buttons. Very nice. And in here you have your new infotainment system. So let's go and tackle it on what this has to offer. So first and foremost, we are on the home screen. So right here we have the FM button. We have we have its built-in navigation system here in the maps, as you can see. So again, I don't think we use this much anymore because we all have Google Maps and Waze on the palm of our hands. But again, you'll never know when you have to use it. You don't know if your cell phone dies down on you or you don't have any signal for you to use. So it's still good that this is here. This is still here. And you never know in the Philippines where you might reach, especially with this kind of vehicles that, you could bring anywhere. Okay, let's go back on the home screen. How do you go back? Okay, there we go. And here you have your AM, FM, and Bluetooth audio. You could play your music, of course, wirelessly, which is very standard already. And you could also connect your phone via Bluetooth to have your conversations with your contacts through the head unit without you holding your phone. Also, this is Apple CarPlay ready and Android Auto with this USB inputs right here. So again, this is a very standard features for today's modern vehicles. Let's try the audio on this one. I don't know if we could get a signal though. Let's try. Okay, well, I could not play much long in the music, of course, because I will get copyright. But initially, the speakers is way better compared to what the previous Montero offers. The bass is much more deep, and the tweeter speakers right out of the bat sounds way a lot better. It's more clear and more precise directly to your ears, which is nice. So you have a bunch of settings as well: clock, connections, sound, everything you need in the head unit. Of course, you also have system updates. You could update the software on this one, which is very nice. And what I like the most when having this modern infotainment system, I don't know if you are the same with me. I prefer volume knobs, physical volume knobs, and physical scroll knobs for you to control some of the things you need to control. For example, the volume button is very much convenient for me when I'm driving. Instead of the whole full screen that you need to touch, and it gets a little bit distracting. I know you have volume controls on the steering wheel, but sometimes you can't help, you got used to it, and you prefer this knobs right here. I'm not a hater of that touchscreen, but this knobs is really good that they put it. And on the right side, you have a small compartment right here and a big compartment right here on the bottom. And on the middle, you have your coin storage right here, or probably a small ashtray. I don't know. And cup holders right here, handbrake, and your center console goes down very deep. And on the top, you have your sunshade holder, map lights, visors. This one has the mirror, or the vanity mirror, and rear view mirror is quite standard, and I think this is the sensors for the drive, or the driving guidance, or the driving assist, which is nice. And on the left side, you have your adjustment for your gauge, the illumination, and your headlight beam leveler. So you could adjust the beam or the headlight level right here. You have your controls for your side mirror right over here. There you go. And that's about it. This one also has your manual steering adjustment, both telescopic and height, which is nice. Well, for the overall front cabin, I think it feels very driver oriented. There's not a bunch of features for you to explore in here, to be honest with you, but you get what you need. And the way the steering wheel feels, and the way the dashboard is presented in front of you, it feels that you're driving a very big truck, which is, gives you that superiority feel when driving this one. And I think that's what they pushed with the all new Triton, especially from the outside with the very aggressive front fascia. And it reflects here as well. Okay, so enough talk on the front seat. Let's go check out on the back seat. Now here on the back, it's the same materials in here, your leather material in here, and your carbon fiber finish. And what I really like the most is they put this very classic retro look of the door locks. And we've only probably seen this on the 90s era, or probably the 80s as well. And it's in here in the 2024 model. It's good to, they just really show you that very rugged feel, a very off-roady feel of the all-new Triton. Okay, on the back seat, you have basically, let me remove my bag, basically the same design. Very soft touch of the seats. So, let's go and check out the inside. Now in here, legroom is a bit better because in here, they have pushed this backwards more compared to the previous pickup that they have the third pillar right over here in this area. And this one, they push it a little further for you to have a better leg clearance or foot clearance, which is very nice. And in here, it's just pretty basic. You have your lights in here on the middle, and power outlet as well, and your type A and type C USB chargers. Right here on the middle, you don't have cup holders in here. Oh, I think you do. yeah, you have the cup holder in here. There we go. And your armrest. Very nice. And you have 3 headrests on the back. It looks very rugged. It looks very aggressive. This one is really made, it looks very tough, to be honest. And this really suits the Triton very well. And we could expect this interior dashboard or the interior layout probably on the new generation of the Montero right there, which I think they will release sometime next year. And we will have to see on that one first. Overall, the Triton looks very nice, and feels very it feels like it's a very big pickup truck, to be honest, because probably of the design of the well laid out interior compared to the previous model, which is a bit laid out, or a bit a bit conservative with lots of curves. But this one, they made it very straightforward, and it looks very nice. So let's go and check out the bed area. So let's open this bed right here. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is this one is not tailgate assisted yet. It's a bit heavy for you to carry this one hand, but it's manageable. And right here, the GLS has the cover for the bed, and it comes built in with these metal bars right here, which is nice. Bed capacity is quite normal. It's huge, and it's really made for this. It's a pickup truck. You get what you need in a pickup truck. And this one is the third brake light right here. And so I hope you enjoyed the full review of the all-new 2024 Mitsubishi Triton GLS. There's a lot more to come, so please do subscribe, share, and like my videos. This is PatrickReyesTV, signing out.